Aloha, Cravenites. I'm Lynn McCree. I played Maureen Prescott in Wes Craven's Scream trilogy. And you're watching Craven Something Scary.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, visitors, patrons, and of course, my amazing Cravenites. Welcome tonight to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Well, guys, I want to thank you for being here again. Once more, it is another week, or I should say, another week has passed. We're just talking about this backstage. It's hard to believe it's another Wednesday night. And just for those of you who may not know, I just want to cover it right now. I know that you're seeing my voice most likely out of sync with what you see on screen. I am aware. My laptop is currently, let's just say, is going to be in the shop tomorrow. It's not functioning, so I am on a backup laptop, an older machine, not quite as powerful. So bear with me. Once we start the movie, it's not going to really matter, obviously, but it's really noticeable now. So just want to let you know that's what's going on. All right. I'm trying to get a laptop, hoping my laptop can get repaired and not have to think about replacement. That's a whole nother issue. But enough of that. Just wanted to address it so that way you guys aren't leaving comments about how it's lagging. Totally understand. Bear with me. We'll get through it. All right. Now, I want to say very quickly before I bring my guests on tonight, I just have one announcement I want to share. And that announcement is that this Saturday, and it perfectly lined up without even intentionally planning it this way. But we're watching Scream 2 tonight, obviously, with Nate, Knight, and Coriander. And my guest that's going to be here Saturday night is, I'm happy to say, and I confirmed this with Robert, my agent over at Sixcom, who helped me get this set up. You guys know I have a relationship with Sixcom Marketing, and he kind of facilitated this interview, and I'm so happy. And I say that because this is this guest I'm bringing on. It is their very first interview they've ever done on YouTube. They've never done it before. Uh, the individual has his name is Christopher Doyle. He has been very, very kind of off the grid when it comes to doing interviews publicly. So this will be his first ever appearance on YouTube ever, and I'm honored to be the channel that he has agreed to come on for the first time. And so there's a lot of stories that have never been heard and never been told publicly that we're going to hear Saturday night. Guys, it is someone who is on screen tonight in the movie. We're going to get to watch him perform. It is Christopher Doyle from Scream 2, who plays Officer Richards, who's one of the officers assigned to protect Sydney in a college. And also, he played Ghostface in one scene, and he got to kill Randy. So he's in the Ghostface costume, and that particular scene that kills Randy, and he's Officer Richards. So guys, this is very exciting. I hope you are excited for his first ever interview here on the YouTube platform ever. And so it's going to be Saturday night, 8 p.m. this Saturday, March the 2nd. Make sure you make plans now to be there. And I already have the stream set up, ready to go. So all you have to do is click that right now, hit the notify me button, and do me a big favor, smash that thumbs up button. I'm trying to get this to between 30 and 50 likes before Wednesday. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys could smash that thumbs up button over there. And to my moderators that are here, I know Julie is here for sure. And anyone else who may be here as a moderator, I want to say thank you so much for helping in the chat tonight. Julie and Denisha, I see Denisha's here too. But if one of you could please put a link for that stream on Saturday in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. All right. And then lastly, I want to say a blanket hello to all of you in the chat. We've got almost 30 people here already. And so, for the sake of time, we can't really go name by name because we want to get the movie started early, this week for you guys. And I want to say thank you, though. I see you're all here if you left a comment. And I appreciate each and every one of you for making the time to stop by and be here. And yes, Amazon Watch Party, you can rent the movie on Amazon Prime and watch it over here at this link. I will be facilitating the stream and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, let me bring on my guest again. It's my panel every week as we watch every Scream film all the way to Scream 6 at the end of the month. And first up is my guest and my great friend Knight and Corey in
Hey,
Night Watch Zone. Hey guys.
hey, how's it going?
And it's great. I'm excited for tonight. You guys ready for Scream 2?
Ready and ready and ready.
I am too, man. And hey, Polar, thank you for Polar's here as well. Good to see you, my friend, and thank you for posting that link for Christopher Doyle. And guys, last but certainly not least, our very special guest joining us for these watch parties to give us incredible insight that to these movies. He is the foremost authority, I'm going to say, in the world when it comes to screen use, screen memorabilia. He is a consultant on Scream 4 and Scream 5. He's an amazing guy, and I've so enjoyed getting to know him and have had multiple streams with him now. Please welcome the one and only from Ragon Productions. It's Nate Ragon. Hey, Nate.
Hey,
Good to see you, man.
glad to be here. Glad to be back. Excited for this one.
Yes. Yes, us too, exactly. And now it's funny. Nathaniel's already chomping at the bit. Says, do we have any props to show us tonight? Yes, Nathaniel, right? We do.
Right beside me.
There, okay, right beside him. He is literally within arm's reach, but you got to wait till the end. You got to watch the movie with us in order to get the goodies. So you guys have got to do that. All right, stick around. Nobody leave because let me tell you, Nate has got some genuine treasures, and I mean treasures. And when we get to Scream 3, ooh, man, Nate, you already know what I'm thinking about, I'm sure. And when we get to Scream 4, you know what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm already anticipating just seeing those some of those amazing items again. And I don't know what. And by the way, Night Coriander and I don't know what Nate has tonight. He didn't show us earlier. He's keeping it a surprise. So we're going to be as surprised as all of you. So stick around, okay? After the movie, don't leave early. You'll miss it. You'll be sorry you did. Trust me. All right. Well, guys, we're going to get ready to start the movie. Watching it on Amazon Prime. I do have a watch party again, as I said a moment ago. And I know the link's been posted in the chat. If you join there, I'll control the movie for you. Just kick back and watch it. But I will say thank you, Julie. Awesome. All over it there with the link. And I will say this, though. Whether you're watching it on physical media or other streaming, it's fine. We'll do a countdown. Just make sure that you have your subtitles turned on. Okay? Subtitles turned on. Because we're going to be giving commentary. Nate will be speaking. We'll all be chatting about the movie as we watch these scenes develop. So watch it with your subtitles on so that way you don't miss any dialogue. But of course, if you're like anything like all of us on the screen, we've got the dialogue memorized. So I actually know what they're saying without even looking at the screen, or just by looking at the screen. I mean, so yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna get started here. You guys ready to go?
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Okay. I think we're gonna dive right on in, guys. So, real quick before we get started, oh my gosh, Quentin Gilmore just dropped a $50 super sticker for the stream. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Wow. All right.
Quentin, wow, man. Thank you. That is so incredibly generous. My goodness. Here's the thing. This laptop, I can if I open up another window, it's going to start smoking. It's going to blow up. So let me look on my phone real quick so I can see the sticker. Oh, nice. It's a super effective, and it's got this little robot looking 80s robot looking animation, punching and kicking and then giving the peace sign. That's awesome. I love that.
That is cool.
Oh, Quentin, that is, man, wow. What a way to start this streams. I just, my goodness, my friend, you have no idea seriously how much that really helps the channel. And trust me, with a laptop repair coming at the minimum, it couldn't have been a better time. So thank you so much, my friend. Just hoping I avoid a replacement because that's going to take a while. We won't go there. Staying positive. All right. Quentin, you're awesome. Thank you so much. And I love the super sticker. It was really cool. Yeah, kick, punch, peace. That's it. All right. And yes, by the way, thank you, Polar. Before we start, also, please do 2 favors for me. Go and subscribe to Nate's channel over at Ragon Productions. You're going to love his videos. He's got videos, and one of them, I remember we talked a little bit back last week about it, where he literally was like, forget about Magnum PI, forget about Matlock, forget about Jessica Fletcher. Now, if you're old enough to know some of these names, then you're good people. Forget about Columbo. This guy, Nate, man, I'm going way deep with Columbo.
You did.
Deep cut. But Nate is the king of investigating, period. He actually was able to track down, and actually, I will have to let him tell the story, but the bottom line is he tracked down, guys, the actual boots that were used in Scream 96. He knows the maker, the model, everything. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, you're not going to find this stuff anywhere else, guys. Nobody's doing this level that Nate does. So check out his channel, subscribe to Ragon Productions. It's all there. You can watch the content. It's great. Lots of mask talk. Just trust me. You'll be happy you're there. And then also our good friend over here, Night and Coriander at the Night Watch Zone. I have a link to their channel in the description. It's there right now. And it's simply youtube.com/@ the Night Watch Zone. And there it is. It'll pop right up. And yeah, and make it even easier. There you go. All right. Just click
Thanks,
it.
Polar.
Yes. Thank you, Polar, for that. And I ask you that you guys would please do that. All right. Subscribe to my guests. They're amazing people. They're very kind and great friends, and their contents is second to none. All right. So please do. All right. Having said that, now we are going to do this movie, the sequel, the follow-up, less than 1 year after Scream was released. This came out to follow up, and wow, what a sequel it is. So, Knight, would you like to count us in from 6 this week?
Okay. I like how you always think about the number.
Always, man. Always.
Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Countdown from 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay. Well, we're kicking right in here. Convention films. Yep. Yeah.
Starting right up.
We got Rialto Theater. Eh.
Is anyone else disappointed that every Scream movie you've seen in theaters, they've never handed out a Ghostface costume to everybody that watched?
No doubt, dude.
Isn't that something?
Oh man. Could you imagine like walking into the next Scream movie and everyone's got Ghostface costume on? Oh
Be
my
Right.
god. That'd be so freaky.
You definitely think twice about going to the restroom.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure. Red right
Yeah.
hand already back.
Stab O Vision. I love that.
Me too.
This was such a cool nod to like old school horror as well, you know?
That's right. Yes. Drew is wearing his actual stab shirt tonight while we're watching the movie. That's awesome.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah, I'm with you, Jennifer. It'd be very nerve-wracking.
I feel like watching this movie now, every time I watch it, right from the get-go, one of those things that's, you know, hindsight when you watch it, it's amazing how much this movie affected everything that came after it with just the introduction of Stab. Like we're doing the story of Scream 2 is that they made a movie about the events that happened in the first one, and that really, you know, carries through every single film after that.
Yeah, man.
Really set the tone and the story for every sequel after that.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure did.
Which is a great mark of a sequel. I mean, it really expanded things so much and added to the lore.
Yep.
And then we get to Scream 3. It's like Stab on it's steroids, man. It's like, wow.
Right.
I love that moment how Ghostface on the screen is like, "What do you say?" and he just goes cheap ass.
Yeah.
So this was actually 2 different theaters that they shot this in. The
Mm.
outside and the I hope I'm not getting this backwards, but the outside of the theater and the lobby that she's in now was the Rialto, and then the actual theater where they're watching the movie was a different theater in California.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Hmm.
In the bathroom is the one in the Rialto, and they did film some of that in there, but the actual scene that's coming up was shot on a soundstage where they completely replicated the bathroom like to the T.
Hmm.
Got you. Man.
Get that popcorn.
I know. Save the popcorn, man.
Right.
When's the last time anybody's actually made Jiffy Pop?
Oh my
Like,
God, man. It's been years for
Yeah.
me.
It's probably been about 2 years.
It's a pain, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
In all the Scream movies, when they're making the Jiffy Pop, they just rip the top off and they set it there and shake it, and then they walk away. It's like, no, you got to shake that thing the
Yeah,
whole time. You got to spin it and spin it.
Uh-huh.
That's
Oh.
right. Yep. You do.
Anytime I've ever done it, I'm like, why am I doing this? Why did I do
Mhm.
microwave popcorn?
It's like they started making microwave popcorn so you didn't have to stand over the
Right.
stove.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's right.
but for me, it was more nostalgia, right? And Scream too,
Mhm.
and Scream for that matter. I got it with my daughter, and I'm like, we're gonna get Jiffy Pop. It was kind of a fun thing with her, But do I just get it to actually just like no? I
Yeah.
get my
It's
I get my
so much
Blasco
work.
butter. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Mm. Wow, man.
That's one of my favorite kills in the whole franchise.
Hmm. Man. Alan Robinson,
Yeah.
guys. That's Alan at work.
And that's the mask that he still has.
That's it. Exactly right.
Right.
Yeah.
It sure is. He takes that exact mask to cons now to do posing pictures with it. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Katie, welcome to the chat. I hope you're feeling better.
Hey, Katie.
Mm. Mm.
Oof.
Wow. Man.
Oh man.
Dude. Awful.
Yeah.
Here, see there? When he
Yeah.
leans back, that's
Yeah.
the scene. Another amazing score by Marco Beltrami, I have to say.
Yeah. It really adds to everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
It's something I never hear talked about a lot, but I thought about one day, and it was kind of like I don't know why it came to me when I was watching it, for the 100th time or whatever. It was kind of a creepy thought, and I was like, oh, I don't want to think about that. I was like, do you think that because she had no idea what was happening during that scene? He's
Yeah.
wearing the jacket, making her think that it was Phil, her boyfriend.
Mhm.
Did she think like Phil was killing her in that moment?
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I
I've never
always
thought of
thought
that before,
that
and I've been like, "Oh, that's the thought you almost don't want to think of."
it's
Right.
true. It's true. I personally always thought that that's what she thought. I
Mhm.
really do. I think she thought that was her boyfriend killing her.
Yeah.
Mm.
I and that is so messed. You're right. It's so messed up, man.
Yeah. You tell me.
So obviously a clear sticker over top of that. I can never
Mhm.
not do that.
Right. Ooh, 46 likes. Yeah, guys, let's get to 50 here. We can definitely do 50 for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
There's Kevin Williamson interviewing Cotton Weary.
Yes. Cotton was so cool in this movie, man.
I agree.
Loved Cotton in this one.
Me
I
too.
also always thought that they should have had Kevin in that role in other Scream movies for
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Yeah.
big TV show that he's the host of.
Yeah, that would have
Uh-huh.
been a great gag.
Yep.
I love that. Where's Randy?
Yep. That's right. Oh, the vultures are out.
Mhm. What a cast in this movie, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
I mean, holy crap.
Yep. It was the stars of that day, man. This was like cream of the
It
crop.
really was. Yeah.
And future stars.
Yes, that's
For
true.
sure.
Tim Oliphant's a huge star now.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh no.
Oh, that's too bad.
Way too bad. Yep. Yeah, no, guys, don't forget to follow Nate over on Instagram as well. Stay in the loop with all things Ragon Productions. Another great
Hello, Derek.
actor. I
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
love Jerry O'Connell, man. Even to this day, I still like him. In his
Yeah.
movies. That's just wrong, man.
Right?
Poor Randy.
I know. Get a
Oh,
room.
oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, buddy. This is the
Peak.
gal I want night in Scream
That's
7.
That's right. Peak Gale.
And peak hair, too. I absolutely
Yes.
love the hair.
Among other things.
Yeah, this is her. I agree. This is probably her best look, her peak.
Yeah, her hair in this doesn't even look outdated at all. Like it's like
No.
Nah,
she could have
no,
that hair right now and it would look really good.
it
I
would.
know. It's pretty much perfect.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Air? Snapping those fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Some
Man,
more stars.
I know.
The urban legend connection.
Yeah, buddy.
And that just shows you too, like how much, like how big of a hit Scream was. It's like everybody wanted to be in the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Every young, hot actor, actress at the time was like, "I want to be in the new Scream. I want to be in the new Scream."
Yep.
That's right. I think it was Sarah Michelle Gellar, if I remember right, that told her agent, "Get me a part." She said, "I don't care how small it is.
Mhm.
I don't care what it is. I accept it. It doesn't
Yep.
matter." Yeah. Oh man, here
It's
we
that
go.
time. It's that
It is.
time.
It is. Cue the theme. Yeah, buddy.
The best.
Oh, Dewey. Ah, I love him. I love him. Mm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
There's some great character moments, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
With Rose finest. Mhm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Dang. Mm.
Man.
Mm. Hmm. I love the way Wes framed these scenes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he always was so good at like every shot just focusing on like the characters.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And like when the camera stops and moves with them all the time.
Hmm.
That's so great.
He's the best.
He is, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar alone, man, like just the casting in this film was just so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Good night, Nathaniel. Take care, man.
Good night.
Hmm.
Yes, Denisha, thank you for putting that there. Please, no spoilers, guys. No
Yep.
spoilers for any movie.
Yep. Spoiler. We'll keep it spoiler free, guys. That's always. Hey, RY and Shane, welcome to the stream.
Hey,
Good to see you here. We're about 30 minutes or so, 32 minutes in on the movie. Lots left to watch, so hope you can join us. Oh man.
don't me. Oh, look at that.
Love it.
Yep. Makes you have to pay attention, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now you're locking yourself in with them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Brian, dang.
This movie's so good.
It really
Seriously,
is.
every time I watch it, I'm like, man, talk about a sequel that's like near perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
And it's so crazy for it to achieve those levels of the original and
Mhm.
and also expand and do other things.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it is great suspense, Drew, for
Mhm.
sure.
I mean, obviously Sarah had a great career with Buffy and stuff like that. It's too bad she didn't do more horror movies though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Mm. Mm.
Man.
Wow. Oh,
Wow. Mm,
dang.
dang.
Mm.
I always see so many like debates online in the groups where people are like, well, it's a different person that's the killer every time, and how do they always have the same mannerisms, like with wiping the blood off the knife, and the way I always explained it in my head was that Sydney sees Ghostface in Scream 1 do the knife blade wipe,
Right.
and she likely told her story many, many, many times after it, came out, and the people that made Stab incorporated that into the film, and also Gail incorporated that into the book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The copycats that came afterwards just continued that tradition. That's how I always explain it to myself, but I still see people till this day that are like, it doesn't make sense.
Oh my goodness.
Billy or Stu, they're the ones that started it, and how does every killer after that know to do the thing? And
oh man. Yeah, I mean, to me, you've explained it really well. Like why? I mean, it's not that. It's kind of like an easy argument to win, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. But some people, man, I don't understand. Some people get hung up on the craziest stuff, man. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
what? Like wait. I mean, as Wes himself said, and I know Nate, all you guys know this on this panel. He said, if I was looking to make movies about real life, I'd make documentaries.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is the world of the imagination.
Right.
Yep. And we're jumping ahead a little bit here, but I know during, when the new team came to do Scream 5, and they had all these discussions about, how much do we need to make sure that every scene with Ghostface makes sense, where it could be this person or it could be that person or it could be whatever. And they were like, we had these crazy discussions about it. And one day Kevin Williamson was part of the discussions, and he just was like, guys, he's like, let me just tell you something. He's like, we tried that during Scream 1, and he's like, from day one on Scream 2, myself and Wes, who are arguably the creators of this, entire thing, we decided from Scream 2 on, we were like, it's make-believe, it's not real, and you just have to accept that no matter who's who or who the killer is or isn't, Ghostface is his own character. And that's how we approached it every time. Instead of trying to figure out a way to explain it, if it didn't make sense, we were like, well, doesn't matter. When Ghostface is on screen, he's Ghostface. He's his own character. It doesn't matter if it could be this person or couldn't be that person or...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right.
I definitely agree with that.
Me too.
Wow.
First time in the franchise, hear Ghostface talk, not over the phone, talking through the mask.
Yeah.
Yep.
So many great red herrings set up in this too.
Yes.
So many.
Yep.
Derek running into the house to check, and we don't see what's going on. So, Dewey shows up right after. Everybody shows up right after everything, and
oh yeah,
right there, like every chance they got, they're like, well, let's stick them here and stick them there, and then it could be them, and it could be this person.
Absolutely, man. It's good. I mean, it's a great whodunit. It really was a great whodunit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Wes
Yep.
in the
Mhm.
doctor's coat, right there.
I think that's the last time we saw him in a cameo where he still had his darker hair.
Yeah. A lot happened in 3 years between
Yeah, I
this and
think from Scream 3 on, it was always the little grayer hair.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I mean, he's not wrong. I wouldn't have gone in the house.
Right.
Nope.
Your girlfriend Sydney, she's out there. She's out of the house. She's safe. No reason
Yep.
to go back in. Just get her and go.
That's right.
Mhm.
I love the way that they're all just like, yeah, we're not we're not buying this guy's story.
Right. Cooper. This is the great thing about Gail, man. She could figure stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. All right.
There he is.
I
There
love
he
that they're
is.
like 20 feet away, like Secret Service agents. I love that.
Officer Richards.
Father and son.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, it is cool. Miss Weathers.
That's right.
Mhm. Yep.
Yep. And I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just going to say this. This scene is one that gets destroyed so many times, and I'm on the record that I actually love this scene personally.
Same.
Yeah.
Never had a problem with it ever.
Me neither. I think it totally like made you kind of rethink the red herrings so much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, and you know, we're talking about Andrews. Officer Richards is the one who'll be visiting us Saturday. But I mean, you know, you're talking about 19, 20-year-old kid, 21.
Right.
I mean, that's just, it doesn't shock me at all.
No,
Oh.
I don't like. I think back to seeing it in theaters opening night, and I know the theater was packed. It was sold out. I don't remember anybody like laughing, like it was bad or,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
unrealistic or anything like that. So,
Right.
Yeah,
it
man.
maybe it doesn't work now for somebody that's 13 years old and they're watching it for the first time in 2024. Maybe
Yeah.
they're like, what? Like, who would do that? Like, I'd never, maybe, but
Maybe. But hey, my daughter, who saw this when she was 12, she loves this.
yeah,
She loves this scene still, even now.
yeah.
Mm.
The other thing too, when people complain about it, that I don't think they're thinking of, I think it's pretty clear that Derek, especially, we know he's in a fraternity. He's probably I feel like they're kind of trying to portray the character as being rather popular
Mhm.
in this college.
Mhm.
So definitely not out of the question to see a quote unquote popular, you know,
Yep,
kid pulling some stunt like that.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. There it is. Isn't that Collective Soul? That's
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. So cool.
Mhm.
I mean, you gotta admit, Tori was a good sport with all this to do this.
She was. Yeah.
And again, it goes back to, everybody wanted to be a part of Scream 2.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's for true.
To the point that she was like, "Oh no, I get it, I get the joke, and I totally want to do this."
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'll wait for video.
Mm.
This is a great scene right here.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Candy. Yeah.
People now that have seen this for the first time are probably like, What is Nick at Night?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Now it's TV land, right, or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you are a suspect.
Suspect. I love Dewey here. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Oh gosh. That's funny, Polar. Mhm.
Woo!
That's it.
Mhm.
Oh gosh. Hmm. Man,
David
this
Warner.
guy, dude, he is so good in this little
Mhm.
role.
Yes. Hmm. Callbacks to so many great movies he's been in.
Yeah.
what a great scene for Nev to be a part of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Mm.
Hmm.
Man, that'd be kind of a intense.
Right?
I love that this is just like a really good callback to the bathroom scene in Scream 1, where
Mm.
you just kind of feel like, was Ghostface really there?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Wasn't he? Yeah, everybody seems to have their own interpretation of both of those scenes as far as if he was really there or not.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? I always thought that Ghostface was there in both movies,
Yeah,
personally.
same.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I see the other side. I see the other
Mm-hmm.
argument.
Right.
Just my interpretation of the character, Sydney, I don't see her as somebody that is,
Mm-hmm.
manifesting these things that aren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He was so good in this.
Yeah, man. Mm. I love that Wes put that in there. That it's Bob calling. It's Bob Weinstein.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, mm. Some good slasher movies.
Yeah, they are.
I was gonna say how many people the first time they saw this was like, "Oh man, I need to, I need to write
Yeah.
down all those if I haven't seen them and go check them out because
Mhm.
named them all."
Yep. I know she says author of the Woodsboro murders. Man. Dewey, man.
Oh,
Oh, Christopher Doyle in the costume.
mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Man.
The daytime kill.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
Mm-mm-mm.
All Randy.
I know, man.
That's right, Scott. That's will be my guest on Saturday. You're right. Saturday night. Mm.
The instant message pop up is like the same exact graphic that they created for when she's doing the 911 call in the first one.
Yep. Cotton out of nowhere.
I know.
I love how he's all casual now and like his hoodie and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I know. Hello.
It's like McFly.
Yeah. He was so good in this role, man.
He was great.
Boots.
Mhm.
He's so good at, especially in this movie, of just going back and forth from being likable to like not likable and then immediately likable again. And
Mhm.
one minute
Yeah.
you're laughing at him, the next minute you're creeped out by him, and
Mhm.
one minute you're like, "Oh, dude, he's got to be the killer," and the next minute you're like, "Well, I don't know." Like he's so
Mhm.
good in this movie.
Yeah.
He really he was amazing. Hey, Robert, welcome.
Hey. Take a hike.
Dewey standing next to that payphone in this scene has always made me be like, man, I wish we could have got a scene of Ghostface calling a payphone in one of the. Obviously, it would have had to have been in the original trilogy because it wouldn't really make much sense in the later sequels, but that would have been interesting to have a Ghostface phone call to a payphone.
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting thing to play with.
Yeah.
Not saying it was a missed opportunity, just saying that it would have been interesting if they could have done something like that at some point.
Sure. Hey, Jason, welcome to the stream, man. Glad you could make it. About 44 minutes left.
This is one of the longest Scream movies, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's just a tad over 2 hours. 2 hours and I forgot how many seconds it is. But yeah, it is. Definitely one of the longest ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it, though. It doesn't drag at all.
No. Mm-mm. No, it doesn't.
Oof.
Ow.
He's such a good guy, man.
He is. Oh man.
Hmm. Love the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I think this is my favorite chase scene in the entire franchise.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
Yep.
For me, hands down.
Yep. This is, yeah.
We were hoping that 6 could do something, to this
Yeah.
level, but
Ah,
that didn't
it
happen.
did not happen. No.
I mean, I still remember, and that says a lot. Like, I still remember how I felt on opening night in the theater with this one during this scene. It was just like complete edge of your seat. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
so well done.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. This is.
Mm. Love that sound right there. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So a bunch of these shots of Ghostface in the sound booth was actually JP Jones in the costume
Okay.
for a lot of those shots.
Nice. You did a great job.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now I know that's pizza that he's stepping in there, but I could be alone in this, but I remember opening night in the theater, that real quick shot of him stepping, it's all sticky when he steps up, and I was like, that's a box of donuts. That's what Joel had. I was like, Joel's got to be the killer. Like, totally wrong. It's not donuts at all, but I still remember thinking that, like, oh my gosh, the donuts that Joel had.
Man, the look on her face, it sells this scene so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Alan Robinson commented on that scene right there where they were locking eyes right there.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Gail. He said I was sitting there, and all I could think of was how gorgeous her eyes were. Being up
Yeah.
close, he's like her eyes were just gorgeous,
Yep. He's not wrong.
right?
Yep. She was just so good, especially in this one.
Yeah.
Integral, like a very important piece of the puzzle for the success of Scream.
Mm-hmm.
They're in this movie a lot more than people, like there's a lot of people online that are like, oh, they were just like throwaway and they're barely in the movie. They pop up all the time.
Yeah.
The sorority sisters, they're always popping up.
All right.
Another great scene coming up.
Oh my gosh. It's again another one of the best in the franchise to me.
Yep. Oh.
Oh.
So ballsy to take out 2 cops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're armed, and it's just like, man, this
Mm-hmm.
scene on opening night, I remember being like, man, whoever the killer is, they are freaking nuts. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we get Ghostface driving a car.
Now this is Lee Waddell now back in the costume doing the driving stunts.
yep.
Mm. Oh.
Oh, what a dude.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Officer
Mm.
Richards.
Nev was so good in this scene too, man. Like you could tell she was really on edge.
Yeah. Hey, Ginger Ninja.
Hey,
You were doing the watch party. Go for it. Well, you may not be able to, but yeah, man.
hmm.
Mm.
This is crazy. This one shot, that's a great shot right there. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
right?
uh,
Didn't she knee him accidentally in that scene? Or
this
in
scene
right
right
here?
here, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee revealed that they had taken a break and he had taken off all of his protective gear over all of his areas that need to be protected, and so when she climbed over right there, she had her left foot or knee full dead weight right on
Mm,
that area. And he's like, it was the
mhm.
hardest thing was for me to not make a sound and not
Mm.
move. Yep. He said when they got done filming, she asked him, was everything okay? And he was like, yep, it was great. Never told her. She never knew at all.
Professional to the end.
That's right. Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
This could have gone so many different ways.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, he really gave us like the double fake out there.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he's gonna get up and grab City. Nope. Okay. Well, he's definitely gonna grab Hal. Nope. Nope.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, all right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh. Oh.
Mm. Mm. Wow. Pulling some Harry Potter stuff there, man.
Mm.
Mm. Oh,
Wow, man.
People jumped
cotton.
out of their chairs in the theater at that moment. I remember that, me included.
Man. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Mm-mm. Mm. 100% cotton.
100%.
And this, for the final scene coming back to the theater here, made you instantly think like, well, it could be the theater professor.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen him in a while.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
How heavy is that?
Derek's blue polo looks so much like the blue polo that Billy's wearing the first time we see him in Scream
Yeah,
Mm.
when he sneaks through her
that's right.
window.
Mhm.
Yep, that soft blue. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm.
Wow. Smack. Dang. Mm.
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. Mm. Oh man.
Oh.
Mm. Oh wow.
Oh man.
Mm.
That was a great practical effect.
Yeah,
Very.
it looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Man.
Yeah. He's really good. You know, his physicality.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
She's badass.
Yes, she is.
Nice.
I saw an interview, I think it was within the last year, with Tim talking about his time on Scream 2 and working with Wes, and he told a pretty funny story about how while they were doing their rehearsals for this scene,
Mm-hmm.
and he said Wes was like, "Yeah, just play it like crazy, like you're crazy, you're a psychotic person," and he said that they were rehearsing and he did his thing that he was wanting to do, and he's like, probably didn't go too well because Wes kind of pulled me aside before we shot, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't know what you were doing over there, but it was just a little too crazy. Can you just pull it back a little bit when we're actually shooting?"
Billy's mother.
uh,
Oh.
Twice. Excuse me.
Oh. Mhm. Mm. Oh,
Man.
oh,
Man. Man.
hmm. Oh, nice.
Mm.
Neff can really throw those punches, man.
Mhm.
She's she's believable. I don't.
Yeah. This was great. Cotton to the rescue.
It is. I love that Cotton pops up.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Excuse me.
Oh. Hmm.
Mhm. I love it. And right here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Consider it done.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm. Mm. That was a good fake out. Whoa.
Oh man. Mm.
Jeez.
I don't blame her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, man. Oh.
Oh. This was such a cool ending, though. I love this, what she
Mhm.
does.
Me too, man. Yeah,
Totally shows her character, you know?
for sure, man. Yep.
And a price.
I love that.
Make a hell of a movie.
So good.
It is. This is a great
Man.
shot, too.
Yep. Of course, we know Wes shot a second version where there's
Yes.
a ghost face in the tower right there.
Mm.
Collective soul.
Yeah, buddy.
What do you think of that idea if they had kept that?
Um, you mean like the original?
Yeah, with the
Oh,
ghost face
you
in the
mean like
tower.
the ghost face? Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, my thoughts are this: like, if you, I'm not gonna, I gotta be careful here.
Yeah.
After you finish watching the trilogy, kind of like what I alluded to last week, and you look back on the first two films,
Hmm.
you could make sense of what you're seeing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. All right. Yeah. So, but I think honestly, personally, probably glad. I'm probably happy we're with what they did here.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree.
but yeah, yeah. You guys think that too? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of goes back to. I love how they show the actors at the end. The little
Oh yeah. I could have left it
slow
running.
shots.
I should have left it running. Would turn the
But
sound down.
I think it goes back to something that we had talked about. I don't know if it was last week or maybe just in one of our regular franchise
Hmm.
discussions, but especially with the trilogy, Wes, you always left the film kind of feeling uplifted, which I
Yep.
thought was
Exactly.
so cool.
Yep. Me too.
There was a sense of hope. There was a sense of like the movie could have stopped there and you would have been okay with it. You know what I mean?
That's
So
exactly. It could have been never been another movie.
right, and you would have been fine with it. And Sydney,
Hmm.
it's just a great ending. It's just a great, the end of one, the end of two, the end of three. Just pretty
That's
much
right.
just perfect endings.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, Nate, about that? Not having the second ghost face in the tower or the showing at the end, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why they shot it as, maybe we'll use this. I don't believe at the time that they necessarily knew what direction they were going to
Mm-hmm.
go if there was a third one.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably was more of like, well, it'd be cool if we, ended the film like this. That would, get people talking. But
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad that they did, two versions, and I wish they could dig up that footage though. I know
I know.
there's a set photo of Ghostface in the tower, but the footage has never materialized. I would like to see that.
Yeah,
Mm.
man.
Mhm.
Me too. Um. So yeah, I think ultimately Wes made the right decision. I think he normally did, and just we need to considering different options.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um. You know. So I was sitting there typing a private message. So sorry, it's what's taking me forever on this laptop. I gotta. I'm just gonna quit trying. Um. Anyway. All right. So let me go ahead and shut it off now. I'm officially stopping it. Okay. So Scott said he thought that two was better than the original. Well, okay, man.
Mm.
All right. All right. Well, I know there are people that like certain sequels more. And good night, Quentin. Thanks so much for your super chat again earlier. That was so generous of you, brother. Sleep well. Hope to see you Friday morning for our Friday matinee. Uh,
Yes.
So let's talk about it real quick. Just we won't go too late because it's already I know it's already 10:20 Central and 11:20 night over for you in the East Coast. So, but let's just give our final thoughts on before Nate shows us two very special or some very special things. Just that way. Uh, how do you guys want to give maybe your final thoughts on Scream 2 now? Especially we just watched it. Did it remind you of certain feelings or reinforce how you've already felt? Just kind of wanted to see what you guys think. So Nate, why don't we start with you and we'll end up with Knight and Coriander.
Yeah, I mean, much like my final thoughts after Scream 1, I think it still holds up
Mm-hmm.
just as much as it did, when you first see the movie. Which again, kind of like my thoughts from Scream 1, I think that shows a lot like how good this movie was and is.
Yeah.
Especially with it being a sequel. It just
Yeah.
really still holds up, and it's 25 years old, 28 years old at this point.
That's right.
Crazy. And of course there's older technology and stuff. There's always things that date a movie, but it really, really, really holds up so well. And I think it did such a good job at really elevating everything. I mean, that when you watch Scream 2, it's just like one crazy intense scene after another, especially when you get into like the second half and the third half. Pretty much after Randy gets killed, it's just every 10 minutes there's some crazy, elaborate scene, and they really wrote it all the way to the end with all of the the fight and between her and Mrs. Loomis and the theater and all the props and stuff coming down, and they really were like, we're just gonna make a crazy fun movie, and I think it really still holds up till this day.
100%, man. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, both of these movies, you're like, yeah, man, that's holds up. You don't feel like you're watching this outdated old movie, or something, or sometimes you get a feeling for when you watch some older movies. So I agree, man. Yeah, 100%. Knight, how about you guys?
Yeah, Coriander stepped out, but
Okay, no problem.
she's a fan of this one as well. No, I think that this is like we said earlier, I think that this is a great example of how to do a sequel.
Mhm.
There's just so many great things in this film, and what's really crazy is that there's certain aspects of this film that are franchise best. I
Mhm.
mean, and it's just amazing to think that they were able to reach that level again. And like you said, this was released just under a year after the original.
That's right.
That's just crazy, you
It
know.
is.
I mean, a humongous cast of so many talented people, like just thinking of that alone,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
mind blowing how many
True.
talented actors and actresses were in Scream 2,
Mhm.
and it just really showed the net, how large of a net that this franchise casted on the genre. And it's a fantastic film. This was so much fun to watch together and enjoy, and
Mhm.
it's a classic in and of itself, in my opinion.
Yeah, man.
I really think that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with both of you guys. I think it's a phenomenal sequel, and man, we've seen some sequels in the horror genre that were just forgettable. Let's be honest. There's a long,
Yes.
and you're like, dude, why did you even bother making it?
Mhm.
But that's not the case. We're dealing with high quality H2O. Bobby Boucher would say,
That's
uh,
right.
and I give that credit to Kevin Williamson, but really mostly credit to Wes Craven for elevating, and as worn out as that phrase is, but
Mhm.
making the most out of every scene
Yeah,
is what he
agreed.
he did. So yeah. Uh, all right. Well, guys, let's go ahead as we wrap the stream up. Nate, I'm gonna be very excited to see what you have for show and tell this week. And I'll turn it over to you, man.
All right. Well, first would be this is the main hero knife from Scream 2.
Oh wow.
So a
Ooh.
lot of people that played Ghostface in 2 use this. Alan Robinson would have used this
Mhm.
in his scenes.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, this was used in a lot of scenes.
Wow.
It's got Wes's signature on the other side.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
He gifted it to Skip, the assistant prop master,
Wow,
who
man.
then gifted it to me.
Oh, that's
that is so
awesome.
cool.
So that was definitely on screen. We watched it just a minute ago. We saw
Yep.
that one in the movie. Wow.
Mm.
It's
And
solid aluminum.
okay.
Not sharp at all, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they do them out of aluminum, I'm told, is because it's almost impossible to get an edge on aluminum.
Oh, yeah.
So that's it. That's the one.
Woohoo.
That is cool, man.
Fantastic. Yes, that is. Oh, wow, man. And Nate's just casually got it in his house. He's just hanging, just taking it out. It's all,
Usually in a case, but I
in a
took it out
case.
for tonight.
Sure.
Mhm.
Drew's asking, and I'm not sure if you know the answer on this one. Is that the knife that was in the
Yeah.
bathroom scene? It
Mhm.
is.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Dude.
Yep.
Man, I need to get Alan Robinson on here with you, Nate,
Yeah.
because he would, oh my gosh, he would just love to see that
Mhm.
knife, because he's already got the mask for the bathroom scene, the opening.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm not saying like, you're going to sell it or anything. I'm just saying, I think he would get it. I think he would really think that's awesome to see
Oh
that
yeah, for
knife.
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, real quick, Nate, before we move on, real quick, Scott Royston has just gifted 5 memberships to the channel.
All
Thank you,
right.
Scott. That
Awesome.
is wow. That's so awesome, man. Let me see. Hey,
Yeah.
Knight, do you happen to have it pulled up? If you don't, I
Yeah.
can try to.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got Horror B is
Okay. Back
one
in
of
the
them
fold.
back in the
Okay.
fold. Fear the Phantom,
Okay. Good.
Josh,
All right.
Evil Alex is back,
Okay.
and Devon.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. Welcome, all new Cravenites. Welcome to the inner circle of the Cult of Craven. Enjoy your membership for a month as a gift from Scott Royston. Scott, thank you for doing that, man. So
Yeah.
generous of you and helping grow the community with bringing new folks in. That means so much. Thank you, Scott. That's so cool. So cool.
Yes.
All right. That's awesome. Okay. So there's the knife, guys. Screen used. All right, Nate. I'll pass it back to you, man.
All right. And last but certainly not least,
Hmm.
this is one of the screen used masks, and this was
What?
worn when my favorite chase scene in the franchise. This is the mask that chased Gale through the
Wow,
college and through the sound booth.
Oh wow.
dude, unbelievable, man. That is
Mm,
wow. Look at that. Oh
that
my
is cool.
gosh. Now I know Alan had also played in that role. Was this? Do you know if it was Alan scenes in that chase scene, or was it JP's? You
They
think?
probably both wore this, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this is the only mask that
Wow.
is used in that scene.
Okay. Well, there you go then.
Wow.
So,
Dude, that's incredible to have the actual mask of that famous
mhm.
chase scene that we all love so much.
Mm,
And that's where we see Alan stabbing Dewey,
Yep.
mhm.
and throwing the stool against the glass, trying to break the soundproof glass and all that.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man. That's another thing, and I know Alan would love to see
Oh yeah.
again. Wow. Dude, fantastic, man.
Yeah, that is cool, man.
Wow.
It looks awesome.
it looks so good. Yeah, and that mouth, something about the Scream 2 movie mask, the mask, I don't know if it's an illusion in my eyes, but they always seem to stand out with what seems to be an extra long
Mm-hmm.
mouth. It goes to the
Mhm.
chin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit longer than some of the other films.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. Unbelievable, man. What I mean, it's just like the thing you walk into your collection room or you did wherever you have it in your house and just admiring your own collection. It'd be like, to me, it'd be like walking into a museum every day.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
seriously, like
Yeah.
just enjoying your own collection. It's got to be so fulfilling, man. That's amazing.
It's like having a
Right.
little miniature Scream shrine, you know?
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. Um, and there's lots of wide open mouths in shock here, seeing the
Mhm.
mask. They're definitely loving it. Um, Man, yes, that is cool. Cool. Everyone's yeah, the longer mouth. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a little subtle different look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Polar says your collection is fire. Polar. The funny thing is, this is like I don't know if you've ever been like on an Alaskan cruise or not, but we've probably all seen at least an image of a glacier. This is like at the very top of the glacier Nate's showing, and it goes
Mhm.
like 3 miles deep.
Yeah.
That's where we haven't even begun to scratch what Nate has. And wait till you see what we get to the next two movies. I'm just
Yeah, I was gonna say
oh
next week will be fun.
yes, it will. Oh, but let me put it this way, and I'm not going to spoil anything because I think I like to tease it and so everyone, you've got to be here next week, not only for the watch party, but equally as exciting as the watch party is seeing what Nate's going to be busting out.
Yeah.
And trust me, you're going to be a "we're not worthy" moment. It's going to be a Wayne's World moment, and this is frankly quite there as well. I mean,
Mhm.
honestly, this chase scene mask and the Buck 120 that was all used in the opening kill for sure. Just phenomenal
That's
stuff.
iconic.
It's iconic. Knight, what do you think, man? I mean,
Yeah,
could
it's
you
like
imagine?
it's crazy, man. I'm just thinking to myself, that would be so cool to have that on display. I mean, and again, you're talking about some huge moments in the franchise as well.
Yes.
I mean, wow, just thinking about it, man. It's like you're literally touching and you own a piece of horror movie history, you
That's
know?
true, man.
And that's a cool thing to think about.
Yeah,
It really is.
for sure.
So hats
Wow.
off, Nate. Hats off, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Honestly, I mean, and Polar brings up a great question. And when I met with Michelle Laliberte, who was the production designer for Scream 6,
Hmm.
and we talked about the shrine, and I know that she had her team recreate all those shrine pieces. But Polar asked, and honestly, I would imagine Nate, even if they were to approach you, I don't know, man. It may be like, you know what? There's a lot of hands on a movie set. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people handling stuff, man. I don't know, but
Hmm.
just for the record, so we can get that out there for Polar, were any of your collection, were you ever contacted about that for
I
the shrine?
thought actually,
Okay.
they changed because when they obviously 5
Hmm.
was filmed in North Carolina and then 6 moved production to Canada,
Hmm.
so they had like a whole new team
Got
for
you.
all that stuff.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
So I like to think that if it was not shot in Canada and
Hmm.
they used the same costume department and everything, that I
Yeah.
would have been contacted, but I honestly just think they just didn't even know. The new team had no idea.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet you're right, man. I bet they would have contacted you, and then you would have had a major major decision on your hands, man. Do you let it go and hope you get it back? That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Woo,
Yep.
and let me ask you this too, man. While we're talking about the shrine, I think this is interesting because you have so much screen used items, so many screen used items of varying things. Your knowledge of all these things are like to the next, 20 levels. And when you saw the shrine in the movies, and of course, I
Mhm.
know we're gonna watch Scream 6. Maybe I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I'll just ask this one question. When you did see this shrine in the theaters and in the movie, did anything jump out to you as like, ooh, they got that wrong, or they got that really well, in terms of matching the real thing that you obviously are very aware of? Just curious.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was pretty spot on. A lot of the
Nice.
wardrobe was pretty spot on.
Mhm.
A lot of the stuff that wasn't really any fault of their, like they had like the cut up mask from Scream 1, like the Principal Henry cut up. Obviously it wasn't a K&B mask like it
Right.
should have been.
True.
But
Mhm.
that's kind of forgivable. Like number one, they wouldn't have had access to it. Number two, Fun World would have never allowed them to
Yeah.
put a K&B mask in
Right.
another Scream
Mhm.
movie.
No
So,
way. Got you. Okay. I was just curious, what you thought about that. Um, and Nathaniel's asking a question, and we'll have to try to pursue this next week. We'll ask for Nate's thoughts about it. Does anyone have Roman's mask from Scream 3? The only solo ghost face. Well, was he though?
Was he
But
though?
was he though? I'm not real sure. I'm not convinced on that. But we'll have to ask Nate next week if he's heard anything about what happened to the Scream 3, like with Roman stuff. If he's got, because if anybody knows, Nate is the guy. Nate, I know you will have some answers of whether or not you know where those things are located at or what have you. So Nathaniel, all I can say, my friend, is come back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock Central, and we will be picking Nate's brain about Scream 3 from A to Z. And we'll celebrate what I think is one of the funnest movies in the franchise. And
Mm.
it just makes you feel really good when you watch it, at least for me.
Mhm.
All the
Mhm.
scenes, they're so great. The cameos, it's just fun. So
Yeah.
yeah. And we'll talk a lot more about that solo Ghostface proposition next week as well. And we'll kind of flesh that out and see. Drew says Nate should come next week dressed up in sparkle fashion. Well, we wanted to be able to, number one, see the movie and breathe and not sweat the entire
That's
time
right.
in the robe. So I don't know about that. I don't think we'll do that, but it's okay. All right. Well, guys, this was really a blast, and I
Mhm.
appreciate Nate you being here again, Knight, and of course Coriander. Let her know, please,
Mhm.
how much I appreciate all of you being here.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, Nate, that you can also join us next week. Fingers crossed
Oh
for
yeah.
Scream 3.
Oh yeah,
Um,
man. There'll be some there'll be some conversations
Ooh.
in that one. I can't wait to hear the
Yes,
discussion.
me too. I'm very excited for next week already again.
Mhm.
But this was a great night. This was a great night, great movie. And Nate, again, thank you, my friend, for sharing
Yeah.
these two amazing items for us to look at and see. And I mean,
Yeah.
people who don't come to these watch parties, man, they're missing out. All I can do is say
Yeah.
to everyone in the community here, if you notice some folks that aren't here, message them on Instagram. Tell them, man, you need to go
Yeah.
watch that replay. You're missing on some special stuff.
Mhm.
So, and we
Yep.
got
I
Leap
agree.
Day tomorrow, guys, the 29th of February. This is an interesting month here. We'll get one more day in February.
Yeah.
So let's make the most out of that extra day, whatever we do.
Mhm.
And this was great. So anything you guys want to say? Are you guys good? Or anything you want to add? Or you feel like you wrapped it up?
This was just awesome. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. And Nate,
Okay.
thank you so much again for being here and just being
Mhm.
awesome.
Absolutely. Thanks for
Yes.
having me. These are so fun.
So happy we're
Mhm.
doing this, man. It's so cool. And
Mhm.
just a reminder as we wrap up now, remember to subscribe. Please click the links in the chat to the Night Watch Zone, to Ragon Productions. Go subscribe on their YouTube channels. Hit the bell icon. Make sure you get notified as they post new videos, so that you don't miss all of their amazing content. I get the notifications, and so I'm always looking out for something from Nate or Knight to pop up. So I encourage you to do the same. to do the same. But we'll be back here on Friday morning, real quick, just to share the next scheduled stream that I have is Friday morning for our weekly Friday morning matinee watch party at 11 a.m. Central, 12 Eastern. We're watching The Conjuring 2. This will be
Woohoo.
my first time watch tonight.
Yeah.
Woo.
Ah,
I'm gonna be prepared, man. I gotta
yeah.
be ready to
That's right.
roll.
That's right.
But and then last but not least, real quick, don't forget, guys, on Saturday night, this Saturday, Christopher Doyle, Officer Richards from we just saw in Scream 2, and the ghost face who killed Randy, he was in the costume there. He will be here at 8 p.m. on this Saturday Central for an exclusive live interview, his first ever appearance on YouTube, to share stories that have never been shared with the public. So this is going to be pretty rad, pretty awesome. So make sure you are here for that. Just you don't want to miss this one. It's really, really special, and I'm just really thankful it worked out to be able to have Christopher do this, because he normally does not do interviews. So yeah, so hey, we got it done, got it locked in. So hope you guys will all be here. I'll look for you in the chat, and so make plans. But other than that, guys, we're going to call it here, I believe, and I'll see you backstage here, guys, in just a second.
All right.
For everyone else, we'll say good night again. Quentin and Scott, thank you for your generosity tonight with your donations to the channel. Thank you to my moderators who do an amazing job, Polar and Denisha, Julie, and all of you guys. If I missed one, I'm so sorry, but I want to thank all of my mods tonight for your hard work keeping the chat a great place to be in. And thanks for everyone who came. And I hope you had a great time as much as we did. And we'll see you as a group next Wednesday for Scream 3, 8 o'clock Central.
Woo-hoo.
All right. All right, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you soon and talk to you then. Good night.
Later, guys.
See ya.